Well, in the studio, we've got great pleasure in introducing to you not only the world record holder, the Olympic champion, but also the silver medalist. We've got Kieren Perkins and Glen Houseman, and behind Kieren we've got Mum and Dad, Gloria and Kevin. Welcome to you one and all, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you, Glen. Well, it's all over now. You've had immense pressure on you, both of you. Firstly, Kieren, you blew them away in the first 100 metres, and you must have thought, well, I noticed, in fact, you actually were over world record time for your first 50. So really? Did you think, yeah, you swam 55.3, is that outside world record split?
I honestly don't know.
Well, you were, fractionally.
I think it might have been just a bit under 55.3, but it's about the same, yeah.
But when did you know you had the race in the palm of your hand?
Probably after about 500, and I was a couple of body lengths ahead of both Glen and Jorg, and I was expecting them to finish very strongly and really push the last 500 through. But because I had such a pretty good lead, I was pretty assured that I wasn't going to let either of them pass me.
You certainly went out hard. I was a little bit worried there for a moment. What about you? It was nip and tuck with you and Jorg Houseman for about the first, what, 300-400 metres, and then you suddenly put the foot down?
Yeah, it was. We were both together for about 600 or 700 metres, and I was hoping, I knew Kieren would be out fast, and I was hoping Jorg would go out pretty fast. I knew I'd be about the same pace as him. But I was hoping we could reel Kieren in, but that wasn't to be.
Well, I'm going to give you a thrill now. You can look at the last 200 and you can tell us what happened. OK? Just talk us through it, Kieren. How do you feel at this stage?
Well, actually, I was looking, every time I came off the wall, I was looking to see where Glen and Jorg were, because I was expecting them to get closer to me, and I didn't want to let them do that. It's really starting to hurt now, though.
I thought you told Kim it didn't hurt.
Well, it wasn't incredibly painful, but it did hurt.
You don't mind that kind of pain?
It didn't hurt as much as a 400, because that was such a close race. I think the close ones always hurt a lot more.
Glen, how were you feeling?
Yeah, it hurt. It really hurt. My arms are really sore.
Did you have a chance to warm down, either of you, after the race?
Nah.
Not interested.
Didn't hurt that much.
So, anyway, keep going.
What's this? This is the last, I don't know, 150 to go. Yeah, I was just trying. I had a couple of looks to see what time I was doing, and I just wanted to keep it going, and I really just make sure I held on to that lead. I wasn't too interested in smashing any records or anything. I just wanted to make sure that I finished with the gold.
Can I put something to you? I know that you were very young in 1976, but Steve Holland, who's a fellow Queenslander, went into the Olympic Games in Montreal as the favourite and the world record holder, and Brian Goodell and Bobby Hackett, the two Americans, were in the same race next to him, and the two of them in tandem beat Holland back into third place. Now this time you had two Queenslanders against your arch rival Houseman, who I believe isn't your best mate. Did you work out a plan between you?
No, not really. We probably just before the race, though, we just sort of said don't let the German beat us this time. I think we both wanted to make sure that we got up there 1-2, and
yeah, Aussie 1-2 basically.
Yeah, that's what we wanted. I mean, I'm sure both of us had our aspirations to make sure we were the ones that were first, but we wanted to make sure it was 1-2.
Well, they say that competition's a healthy thing, but there were moments when you two were fairly hot rivals, weren't you?
Oh, I don't think we ever hated each other or anything. I mean, we were always tough competitors in the pool, but outside of that, it's like any other two guys on the Australian swim team.
So what happens tonight?
Big party. Big party.
And Mum and Dad up behind. Kevin, firstly, I know the pressure on Kieren has been immense from the media and the public, the expectation of success with all the world records he's broken. I believe you had to put a stop on the phone and get a management company to take over because of all the phone calls.
Yes, that's right, Peter. That's right. IMG have stepped in to fill the breach and take a big load off, in fact, the entire family, and particularly me.
How did it affect the rest of the family?
Well, it was starting to affect us. It was affecting our entire family life. Our telephone became useless. We even had people calling at the door. I was getting interruptions at work, and it got to the stage where they wanted too much of Kieren too, the media, I'm sorry.
Us?
Yes. And,
sorry, mate.
And we just had to do something about it. He had to be left alone to focus on what was the #1 priority.
Well, we respect that. And Gloria, I suppose every mum would like to ask this question. How do you feel about your son? And what was your secret? Vegemite sandwiches, or what sort of breakfast do you give him?
Oh, pretty normal breakfast. He eats normally like every Australian lad. And it's just wonderful to see the homegrown product just brought up on good Australian sunshine and food, and can be world champions just like all those magical people that we read about for years overseas.
Tell me, did you have any trouble at the drug testing?
No, I did very well this time. I was out within an hour, which is pretty good form for me, and I was very proud of myself for that effort. That was good.
I suppose, is he allowed to have a beer tonight, Kev?
Yeah. That's up to him.
Well, mate, I haven't seen one of these gold medals before. Can I just have a bit of a look at it? Because we've got... Have a look at this. I don't know if you can see that. That is just beautiful. It's heavy, it's genuine gold, and there's the Barcelona symbol on the back. Now, pin swapping's all the rage over here in Barcelona, mate, so I'm going to do you a trade here. That's the Channel 7 network official pin. There's not very many of them around.
Thank you, Peter.
So if you'd just like to give me that, well done.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming in. Enjoy yourselves tonight. The whole family, I bet you can all let your hair down tonight.
Yes.
Congratulations to you, Glen, as well.
Thank you.
Yes.
We'll take a break and come back with more in just a moment.